Well, good morning, or good evening, or whatever we say in the middle of the day. I'm so happy to see you. I'm Kate, and here in my happy place, the nest, and it is indeed morning time because I just wanted to take advantage of the beautiful sunshine today. Mind you, as I've started to film, even the cloud has come over, but I am at home, I'm getting organized, and I thought I'd just bring you up to date. So, this is the week I travel, and I have been working on my Wizard of Oz collection, and I thought I would show you where I'm up to and do some stitching with you. So I hope you've got a cup of tea or coffee. I'm going to reward myself with tea after this, just so I can get it in during the light and get it loaded. Because I think maybe in the States people have a holiday, not sure. I've had a great weekend, and yeah, this is luxury for me. So I'm relishing. Okay, so I'm making a collection to take with me on my travels and add. So this is my little I'm going to call it my scissor keep, really, because it's the thing that my scissors and travel snips will go in. And she has ended up being quite a feminine one, not done. Something will happen with that. But look, there's my needle from stitching last night, layer upon layer. And here's my little bit of gingham that I'm making sort of a key piece in this collection. I'm using fabric that I got from Miss Rose Sister Violet. Oh, have I got that round the wrong way? I'll write it down the right way. And other little bits, like this is from my trip last year to the States, and some lace that I got in New Zealand. So it's already a travelly little piece. And we'll end up, I've shown you this many times, but this is my go-to, and it just makes me happy when I start stitching. So she will look like this, and I don't know whether I'll actually make it. We'll see. I have an idea just as I spoke to you. This is my laptop pouch, and she's changed a bit since I last showed you, because I think I was worrying about covering this big flower, but I want to thread paint that, and that can happen on the plane. So I'm going to leave that flower. One of you was hoping I would do that. And I've actually taken off pieces that I originally had on, and I'm still auditioning some. But that's the one side where the satin is taller. And on this side, there's my little signature gingham. For some reason, that's Wizard of Oz and Dorothy for me. So that's there, and I like it as a frill. And I've sort of ruched, different things come over us, don't they, in our stitching? And this is why it's great to have multiple projects. I've been working on her, and she just feels like she needs to be ruched. So I will continue to do that. But when I looked at her this morning, I thought she's actually lacking a colour, and I didn't know what it was until I picked up this piece, because I want this to bring happiness when I'm far from home and anytime afterwards when I'm using her. And I went to my drawer, and suddenly went to my nest. It was orange, I think, that would lift her even further. And this is a funny little piece that I've used. I don't know where it's on something. But I'm just thinking, if I start playing with some little highlights of orange, they will bring the pink and the red and the yellow together. So that got me excited. That's why I thought I want to get on here. And I found I've painted those at a different time. And oh my gosh, I found this when I was foraging. And I thought, oh, it's got a button. I was going like this. Don't know where I got it from. Have you ever seen anything as cute as that? And it's in centimetres and inches. So not that I measure much, but I thought she can go in my little keep. So I've always got that with me. And the final thing I've got so far is I've got this from somewhere. I don't know where. Again, it could have been, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But look at this fringe. Actually, I'm just going to see if it's, no, it's a different colorway to my other laptop. Anyway, look at this. Does that not bring joy? If it doesn't, that's okay. But to me, that's weighty. It's got a little crystal pearl in it. And I haven't got much. What would that be? I'm not good. 1/2 meter. But I'm thinking that would be the thing that I put somewhere here, and even more excitedly, if I'm talking about adding weight, what do you think? So I have to make a decision with this pretty soon, otherwise I'll work and it will be covered. So when I get it out, I'll just go joy. I mean, maybe I have to take this lace off. Have I stitched that? And anyway, what will we do first? I feel like doing some stitching. So there is, I always feel like doing stitching. I feel like doing some thread painting. Have to stand up again. I'm finding perspective is so important at this point. Actually, you were going, what is she going to do? But I really do want to do some flowers. Nope. That's such, you've seen me use this a bit now because it's such a happy colour. Remember, do not cut your threads like that. It is such joy to be fresh at the beginning of the day. I think that's what I am very excited about. The luxury. Haven't even looked where I'm going. We'll just start following this little line here. I'm doing backstitch, I think. Linen and blanket. It's my happy place. I better not forget to talk. But you'll understand. It really is like colouring in. Just my apologies. You can just let your mind wander. Yeah, so I don't have too much storytelling today. Just in that, yeah, very, very content and very grateful space this morning. Did I tell you I've got a new suitcase? That's bringing me joy. Oh dear, they're funny things. Unplanned, but a bit of travel on the cards at the moment, so I said to my husband, does this look like a Kate in the Nest suitcase? And he said totally, and beamed at me, so bless him. Okay, so a little hot pink bit there. Now I'd like some wool. To do in here. I've got plenty of that. I think I dyed this myself. Which I only say means I've got probably a fair bit of that there, which might fill in all of that space. Okay, I'm going to just do my version of long and short stitches and stem and whatever comes out, just going wherever my needle wants to go without a plan. Why is that going to, oh, because there's a little knot there. Just chop that off. I'm only just going through the top of the bark cloth, so it feels so soft, but it's not going through to the blanket. It's exactly what my soul needed this morning. I'm thinking I want to do a special mention to the lovely Lauren, who on Instagram has posted her finished Kate in the Nest pouch, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's a special feeling to see that someone else has enjoyed. I mean, it's Lauren's pouch, but she came to my workshop, and that was just, it's a beautiful new feeling for me to it's about spreading the joy, for me. And yeah, so thank you, Lauren, for sharing, because that has, you've given back to me in more ways than I can describe. Okay, I seem to have filled that up quite quickly. I think that's the advantage of the wool. If I bring that up, you probably can't see it, but I can feel it. So here's the flower, and there's the pink, and there's the wool. So I might just go up there a little bit more. Nothing revolutionary in this stitching at all. See, again, I've just gone into happy land. And it's a really different mindset. I am going to talk about travel for a minute, because I was just thinking it's a strange thing that I'm actually looking forward to a 17-hour flight because of the stitching I can do. Yeah, so it's changed my life. Okay, that is going to be a lot of fun. All right, I've done a little bit of that. Let's have a look at the back. And they're not really backs, because that is just as viable a what's it called? Surface. I used this on my pouch. Thank you also for your encouragement with that project. It's looking like a garden, so I'm happy. Don't know about that one. I'm just going to save her for another time. And put her there, and maybe so there's a plain bit there and there, but we want to sort of lead to that garden. So it's just a matter of, let's see, that will join onto there. Okay. So I'll pin her there to go down. Bit deep for this piece. So look at all that lovely, this is linen. I think it's on my other pouch as well, but you know, will be beautiful to stitch. Too big, I think. I wonder if we could make sort of a little rosetti frill from this. I'll just trim around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 5. I could make a flower. I do like that, but I don't think it's the right space for it. Maybe over here. I think here. So let's just roll it up on itself. I don't think it matters if there's a right way or a wrong way. Okay, pin. I've got a pin and bonus things. So again, I would just be stitching the bottom of that together and then putting it down. I just looked at this. Oh, that's a nice colour to bring things together as well. See, morning session gets me more quickly in the flow, I think. Okay, I really like that. I saw how much thread have I got here. Can I make that work? It's got a knot. I'm just going to really do biggish stitches so we get a frilly effect. And then when I'm embroidering that, I will bring it down on top. under there. So just a little bit to be continued. There might even be another frill underneath there. Oh, what's that? Oh, that, yeah, okay, there we go. I'll ruche that in some way so I get that and that I already had pinned on that I'd forgotten. So progress there. I don't know about that now. You can see still plenty of things to play with. I need orange on this side though, I do, which is where I started with this. Actually, where's that? Maybe this is what I'm thinking of. I think so. So I'll just pick 3 of those to go into the garden. Yep. And so I've got pink and pink. That will work. And then I've got this big bit of plain and big bit of plain. So they are works in progress. Oh, that's right. See, I show you things and then I forget I've got them. So 1, 2. I think I just need 1. Let's do something bold to get that one down. Let's use this one. A smaller needle. Yeah. Smaller needle, bigger eye, but doesn't necessarily work for Kate. Okay, there we are. And we've got the orange bit down at the bottom. Come up under here. Oh, that feels so yummy. Just scrunching all those different textures. It was lovely to read a comment from Linda, who's recently travelled from a long way away and came to the Green Door for a session, and we actually got to meet in person. And she's written a comment about feeling how tactile my pieces were, and I think that's something that people often comment. They're meant to be held in your hands or the hands of others, and yeah, not just looked at. They're stitched with love and joy, and just to have that sort of confirmed by someone who I didn't know is a lovely thing. So thank you, Linda. That made my day. Okay, now what if I go up there through this lovely mesh? Big stitches. And I'm going to go in here. And let's do some French knots, rapidly becoming just a stitch of choice for texture. I've ironically got green coming out there. Oh, now look at that. I love that you never know what's going to come out with Fairy Gay then. Can I get one more? I think 1, 2, 3. There we go. And pull it out and cut it off. There we go. I think we've made some progress and I know where I'm going to. So I want to thank you for being my company, because it just inspires me. And I've talked about this. So there'll be one more update, I think, on my collection. I have another idea for one more piece that would be really useful to me. But for the moment, oh, I just pricked my finger. Oh, that's right, that goes there, that goes there. We've got some of that up there, and that's flapping around. I'm not sure about that bit, but we might have another one of that. Who knows, actually. Maybe that's what we need. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me in my, fun little Monday morning stitchy session. See you next time. Bye.